Hello, Patterson families and students. This is Mr. Williams. I wanted to hop on real quick and make a video, just thanking everybody for their grace and their flexibility as we made the pivot to full remote this week. The move to full remote came as a surprise for many staff, many students, and many families. We were not anticipating moving to a full remote until after the Thanksgiving break. However, we had a small number of positive COVID-19 positive cases among our staff and our students. And because of these small number of cases, we were required to quarantine a large number of students. We had to quarantine 3 cohorts or 3 classrooms and all the teachers that work in those classrooms. And then several other staff members also got quarantined on being exposed, primarily exposed to somebody who was infected with COVID-19. So that news and those decisions and all of the information came pretty late Monday afternoon. The kids were still in school and we had to act swiftly. And, the decision by me and district leadership was that we couldn't safely operate the school because of the number of staff that were going to be on that 14-day quarantine, which precipitated the pivot to remote learning on Wednesday. Again, I want to thank everybody for your flexibility and grace as we've made this pivot. We're going to be going full steam ahead November 30th with our remote for 3 weeks. And behind the scenes, Mr. Livingston has been working and collaborating with teachers to create this document. It's the Patterson remote learning document that I just want to go through real quickly. So it was in the email. It is linked. So this is something that parents can access every day. It kind of starts out with a daily schedule, kind of talks about when lunch, like the 40 to 45-minute lunch, and it talks about the schedule Monday through Thursday as well as Friday. It moves on to attendance. So, it's really important, students and parents, that you have your students arrive on time to the Zoom meetings or the Google meetings that the teachers are having, and they have to stay the entire time. Students, have your camera on. Your teachers need to see you. Your teachers need to see what you're doing. So the camera needs to be on when we're in remote learning. And unless your teacher advises you or tells you not to. Again, the students, you're required to attend for the duration of the whole meeting. And then also we want students to understand that they need to remain logged on for the duration of the entire meeting until the teacher dismisses you. Down here, parents, I know the last time we had a little bit of confusion about the AMP. Here is the AMP schedule, and here are the rotations for the AMP here. When you're looking at the rotations of AMP, you can see it's color-coded, and by these next 3 weeks, here are the expectations for these classes to be in AMP. Below here is the Zoom link that the teachers will be hosting their classes in, and then below that is their Google Classroom links. The other thing we put in here is just kind of an understanding of the learning management system. The kindergartners are using Seesaw. All the other classrooms are using Google Classroom. If you click this link here, this will take you to a video that Mr. Livingston has made that will show you a little bit more about how to support your students using the Google Classroom. This is a part that we're parents, I'm going to ask you to read quite carefully to make sure that we can provide your students a work area that's away from distractions on a desk or a table, and that students can engage in those Zoom meetings Monday through Thursday and have kind of a quiet little workspace that's established in your home for them. Also, there's some stuff for technology here. If you have some technology issues, you can click on here. It'll give you the technology support. Here's some FAQs that you could read through. The library system is still going to be up and running. If you have a repair process that you need to get started, please contact Julie I, who is our digital teacher librarian, and she'll kind of help you get that process started. Again, here's some more resources for folks for Chromebook questions and Jeffco IT support. Also, we've included our Dr. Carl Garp Duvall and Ms. Miranda Harris's emails here. If you are having any kind of assistance or needing assistance with mental health with your child, please contact either Dr. Carl Garp Duvall or Ms. Harris. We've also included the ESL teachers' information here, as well with our special ed department and our intervention service department here, with all links to their emails as well. Some students do have 504s, so we've also included a link for Dr. Carl Garp Duvall if you have a question about your 504s. Our hope was that this document was put together just to kind of be a clearinghouse for parents, so you had a one place to go for all the stuff that you may have asked questions about for our pivot to remote learning. And as always, if you have questions about any of this, please don't hesitate to contact the school. Also in today's messenger, I included some information about how to access the report cards. The report cards will be available to folks on Monday. So please use that link of the elementary report card access through Jeffco Connect to get your report cards. And also in the link, in the email, I talked about an event that the PTA and I will be holding in collaboration to just have an open forum for parents so we can talk about the struggles of remote learning and what some of our families have learned from remote learning who've been doing it since the start of the school year. So I invite all those folks who want to attend that open forum. That will be November 30th at 6 p.m. And it'll be an opportunity for parents to share ideas and thoughts about how they can make the pivot to remote learning successful for their students. I hope everyone has a wonderful Thanksgiving, and I hope everyone continues to be safe. And if any of you or your family members are impacted by the COVID-19 or any other things that are happening in everybody's world, I hope everyone makes a full recovery, speedy recovery. And I wish everybody in our Patterson community a peaceful and happy holiday week. And we will see everybody back virtually on November 30th. And as always, students, go Panthers.